The darkened alleyways of New York City often hold tales of forgotten times, tales whispered in hushed tones, recounted only by the oldest of the city's inhabitants. In one such forlorn corner of the city stood the Rusted Ring, a gym once bustling with life, now a skeletal reminder of days bygone. Its walls, though decayed, echoed stories of valor and tragedy. Perhaps the most chilling of these legends was that of Benny Brawler Baldwin. The entire city had once chanted his name as he danced inside the ring, his punches landing with the grace of a maestro and the might of a wrecking ball. But that was long ago. And as the stories went, his promising career came to an abrupt, grisly end within the confines of the Rusted Ring. Whispers suggested that not only did his life end there, but his spirit was tethered to it, guarding his sanctum against any who dared to intrude. Enter Nick, the Nightmare Norton. With every win, his name gained weight in the boxing world. He was the next big thing, a shooting star illuminating the boxing sky. Such ghost stories seemed beneath him, relics of a primitive past. To Nick, the tales of Benny's haunting were nothing more than myths conjured by the fearful. His heart, pulsating with dreams and ambitions, saw the legend as a challenge. With a mixture of bravado and genuine curiosity, he declared that he would spend a night at the Rusted Ring, aiming to lay the old ghost stories to rest. As Nick pushed open the creaky doors of the gym, an eerie silence greeted him. Stepping forward, his boots crunched on a mosaic of shattered glass, reflecting fragmented beams of moonlight that added an uncanny aura to the place. The odors of aged wood, rusted metal, and years of sweat and blood created an almost palpable presence in the air, an atmosphere of reverence. Ascending the ring's steps, Nick felt the weight of history. With each footfall, the canvas groaned, echoing the pain and glory of fighters from another era. Pausing at the center, he laughed, a mixture of arrogance and genuine unease. Emboldened, he began shadowboxing, each punch a challenge to the spirits. Yet, in an unexpected moment, his fist met an invisible wall, causing him to reel back in surprise. Without warning, the atmosphere shifted. The gym seemed alive. Icy gusts of wind swept across, causing chains to rattle and the old punch bag to swing violently. Then from the frigid silence emerged a voice, raw and menacing. "This is my ring, kid." Turning, Nick was met by the imposing, ghostly figure of a boxer. The phantom wore the attire of a bygone era, and though its form was intangible, its eyes bore into Nick's very being. There, in the haunted gaze of the apparition, Nick recognized the famed Benny Brawler Baldwin. Frozen in terror, Nick stammered, "Who are you?" Even though he knew the answer, the specter smirked, "I'm your worst nightmare," and lunged at Nick with a supernatural fury. The ghostly bout that ensued was like no other. Benny's punches felt like thunderclaps, yet Nick's retaliations were futile, passing through the apparition as if through a thick fog. Gradually, Nick's energy waned, his strength ebbed away, and he felt the taste of his own blood. The haunting voice of Benny echoed once more, "Welcome to the final round, Nightmare." When dawn's pale light crept into the alley, locals found Nick sprawled outside the Rusted Ring. He was a picture of defeat, his body battered and bruised. But it wasn't his physical state that shocked onlookers the most. It was the profound change in his eyes. The fiery spirit had been replaced by a void, mirroring the haunting gaze of the phantom brawler. And as the morning wind swept past, for those who listened closely, they could hear the chilling refrain, "Welcome to the final round, Nightmare."